I'm so stupid. That's fucking on, dog. Oh. What the world is stupid.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And he's got it inside the 35.
So for the defense, yes, you gave up the completion, but you keep rushing the passer like that, and eventually you might be able to affect the quarterback a good amount throughout the game.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Working that left side now. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Now on first down from the 40. The DBs will back off a bit. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll operate out of split backs. Gets the back moving. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! Once he got some room, it was over.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football? Taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Oh, that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get some. There he goes! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State going up tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Now they're going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Wide open space. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has ripped. Turning it on. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, USC.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
USC 35, NC State 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Swings it out to his running back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Reads it, fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now they'll run the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fakes the grab. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. NC State quick to the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, North Carolina State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Look out, he's got room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Fires on the move. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to set up the screen. Runs through the tackle. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here's the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to your tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Westbrook. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
Shoots it to the left. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the toss. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the the fact that they forced the turnover. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another